Hello and welcome to G331 Contemporary Typography. This course has changed a little bit, mostly to fit within the Pinnacle class structure, but otherwise most all of the milestones or the projects are pretty much the same. As you can see here, I've opened up the course overview. There's a lovely video. There's quite a few really good videos, and this one is based around a fictitious company that I came up with, Aspire Design Studios, and the students are being spoken to like they are working for these studios, and this is the creative director, Erin. So you can see down here some information that this company has received several requests from clients seeking custom design typefaces for specific projects. I'll show you in a little bit all the different titles that we have provided, and the students will be ultimately designing their very own custom typeface. When they create their typeface, they are asked to design a type specimen sheet and a type usage example that integrates their typeface with other visual elements. They'll also be doing a lot of research on contemporary trends and contemporary type designers. So let's go ahead and take a look at the course structure. If we can go down to the project brief. Okay. So as you can see here, the client has provided a variety of books, plays, and movies from which the students can choose from. They'll be first selecting the story from the list given, and then they'll be developing their concepts and sketches and creating their own set of alphanumeric characters, including punctuation. So if we look at the first milestone, just like in the previous classes, they're starting off with an autobiography, and they're also going to be, not only introducing themselves, but also sharing a typeface that they feel reflects their personality. That can be any typeface that's on their computer or that they download. And then they'll be sketching out their full name in script, serif, and sans serif type styles. And then they'll be choosing the story, movie, or play that they will be basing their typographic creations on. So you can see the first task is an introduction and a bio, and they're also going to be sketching their first name in a script, sans serif, and serif type style. The second task, the story and type design concept, they're going to be choosing the story that they want to work with for the remainder of the course. We'll look at that in a little bit. And the first milestone submission then is to kind of put all this together. We're going to be seeing these milestone submissions for each and every milestone, and they're usually going to be revising their work based on the feedback from their peers and their instructor, and also putting together an artist journal. Okay, so the second milestone is their revised digital comps. Their first task really is to do some research, to look at the digital revolution, research a famous typographer, discuss his or her design experience and contribution to the evolution of digital type. They're going to be showing some usage examples as well of the typeface in use, maybe something familiar we see all the time, maybe something we've never seen. I really, kind of enjoy reading what students come up with for that task. Their second task are their digital comps. They will be selecting, based on the previous milestone, the concept that they feel has the most potential, and they will present the preferred type design concept as a digital comp. And again, the milestone submission is their revised digital comps and artist journal. The third milestone is digital comp of the story title. Once again, they will be doing some readings from the text and assigned readings about contemporary type designers. They'll be extending their type design concept to a full set of alphanumeric characters, including punctuation. They'll be, shown how to take sketches and, create them digitally in Illustrator. All those things are in place. So that is the first task for milestone 3. thinking about ascenders, descenders, counter spaces, subgroups, all these things that have to do with type anatomy and coming up with custom typefaces. And the second task is to develop their full character set for the type design, and they will get feedback. They will revise that hopefully, and provide all their findings of what they've learned through their artist journal. The fourth milestone is the type specimen sheet development. They'll be given some examples of what type specimen sheets look like and why they're so important. They want to be really presenting this to like a real client. So we want some really high level design and layout, thinking about grids and things like that as well. So the first task is to refine their type design based on the feedback received. Most of their works are considered to be rough at this point. So the next task is to really look into the forms, the alphabetic and numeric forms, and enhance those. And they're developing the type specimen sheet for the next task and submitting all of those for grading for the fourth final submission for the milestone. Milestone 5 is where they're going to be creating a type usage example. They will be doing some more research at this point, but they're also going to be finalizing the design of their type specimen sheet and creating a type usage example that integrates type with image. Can be a photograph that's manipulated, it can be custom illustrations. And the first task is a web quest to research 3 different typography articles or blogs. Students really come up with some interesting finds for this task, I've found. And then the second task is to create a type usage example and then turn all those in for grading for the milestone 5 submission. And lastly, milestone 6, their final presentation. For this one, they're going to be, really putting all their work together from everything they've made from milestone 1, everything they've revised, ready for clients to take a look at. You'll notice with each of those these milestones, the creative director, Erin, is encouraging them and telling them that their clients are very happy with the progress, and the team is giving them feedback. So it's that kind of setting. So for the milestone 6 submission, we're congratulating the students for all their work and the progress they've made, and they're turning in their final type design presentation and their artist journal. So I would like to just take you to milestone 1 really quickly. And you can see here all the videos that we've included, and if you go through each milestone, you can see the required time that they have to complete their tasks. And we can look at task 2, the task instructions. So this is what I was telling you about before. You can see here that the creative director, Erin's talking to the students. She's speaking for her company, Aspire Design Studio. And these are the 3 different categories that the students have to choose from. They can choose from a theatrical play. So I picked some really popular ones, some older, some newer. We can see there's Lin-Manuel Miranda's Hamilton. There's Andrew Lloyd Webber's Phantom of the Opera. So they have quite a different plays that they can choose from, as well as movies. I try to give a nice variety of horror movies, children's movies, comedies, classics like The Wizard of Oz, The Jungle Book, also some more really iconic movies, Fight Club and Pulp Fiction, Gone with the Wind from back in the day. And then finally, they can choose from a list from different books. And the books also vary from children to teens to adult. and they can be easily, creating their own book covers or their own posters for plays and movies. In this case, they got a good variety, I think, Where the Wild Things Are, The Great Gatsby, Kill a Mockingbird, all these different choices are there for them. And so that is it, and I hope that has been helpful, and I hope you're excited to teach this class, and all the best.